Hello again, whiskey friends. I'm Durell, the whiskey saint. Thanks for joining me. Going to get into another pour guesses, man. I've been dumping into these sample bottles, man. Got to get rid of them. No other better way to do it, I guess, than just dive in blind, give you my thoughts, see how they go. Got the handy dandy sample box over here. What we'll do is just pull one randomly out. I'll hold it up to the camera like I did last video, see if I can maybe guess what it is, maybe where it came from. A lot of this stuff is going to be new to me, being that I got the samples. But yeah, we're just going to dive in, give you my thoughts. Hopefully, it's not another peated scotch like the last one. Stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe. We're about to kick this off, guys. Cheers. Welcome back, guys. We're going to dive in. We're going to plop this box up here for a minute. And I got my handy dandy Gold Glen from Mr. Whiskey Nose that I'll pop this sample bottle into so I can't see what it is. We're going to go in here and just grab one out. Make sure that the label is facing outwards. Let's do this so we can't cheat. So, all right, label's facing out. I'm not looking at the screen, guys. Hopefully that pops up for everybody. All right, so I'm just going to close my fist around it. Spilling a little bit, and we're going to just pour this into a Glen. Screw that top back on. Dump right in here, guys, so we can't see. All right. So pop this back down. Let's dive right in. Cross my fingers it's not some more Ardbeg. You can tell what I call it, though. It's probably not a scotch. Or actually, probably not the scotches I own. But I have seen some scotches this color. Cheers, guys. Definitely not peated whiskey. Oh, man. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm digging this nose. More conventional bourbon for me. I'm not thinking of rye right off the initial nose. Just dark. It seems like it's a little bit too rich to be a rye, in my opinion. Does nose like it has a decent amount of proof. Pretty ethanol forward right now. Comes across as like a barrel proof. Almost Heaven Hillish to me. Kind of noses like an ECBP, or maybe could be even maybe some MGP. Nose is nice though, conventional. Not too one-dimensional, but got a little bit of dark chocolate, the vanilla, oak, some nice spice. But the oak is a little present. Makes me think that this is decently aged, upwards to maybe 7, 8 years old or so. All right. In for a taste, guys. Ooh. Well, that's nice. That sample bottle is half full, so it's making me kind of curious if I had actually had it before and left half, or if somebody sent me half of a sample. But that's actually pretty tasty. Let me go in again on that. That reminds that reminds me of MGP. It almost tastes like a Maya Pingree pick, but I'm pretty certain I don't have those in samples. Oh man. Yeah, if I was to guess, I would think this is probably like an 8 to 10-year-old bourbon. Would go with MGP as distillery. I think it is a barrel proof. Tasting well above 100 proof to me. Did have a little bit of spicy food, so that could be affecting me too. So we'll find out, I guess, once I reveal what this sample is. But it is coming across a little spicy on the palate, but very MGP-ish for me. You know, I get that vanilla, that graham cracker all over the palate. Nice spice. Almost certain it's not a rye. But this is nice, man. Palate, nose, everything about it's pretty nice. One more sip. Actually, that may be Four Roses. Something right at the back of the palate reminded me of Four Roses instead of MGP. I think that's I may be off that MGP vibe, guys. I'm thinking that is a Four Roses single barrel strength pick. Don't know the recipes like that. But it does taste like it has a slightly higher rye, so I would go with like an OB something. Let's see how wrong I was. Hopefully I got something right. But let's see what it is, guys. Oh, look at that. Well, you guys probably seen it already, but it is actually a Four Roses pick. It's an OE instead of an OB. I thought it came across a little bit more on the high rye side, but yeah, tier 5, 123 proof. So not bad. So I got like a lot of MGP notes that I typically get on like the first 2 sips, but that last sip right there made me go Four Roses in it. It's funny, I can kind of touch on this really, really quick. Was out in Kentucky at Perry's meetup. So my bourbon podcast, or this is my bourbon podcast, and we tasted a sample blind. And I initially thought like maybe Dusty or / MGP for like the first few sips. Then my final sip, I'm like, wait, this reminds me of my Four Roses LE. And shit you not, as soon as I said that, they called out like, wait, who said it? And it was actually the newest I think it was the year prior, but it was a Four Roses LE. Actually, no, it wasn't. Sorry. In a sense, it was. It was the Four Roses 20-year-old single barrel. And it did the same thing just now that did. Like something triggered on that last sip, and I'm like, wait, that's Four Roses. Man, so I'm pretty happy with that, man. I think that's a win. You know, I thought barrel strength, I said about 8 to 10 years, which most of those picks are between. I don't think I've seen one under 8. I want to say 8 to sometimes 11-year-old whiskey. Didn't get the exact recipe, but come on, there's 10 of them. It's tough to do. I guess it was 50-50 with the OEs and OBs. But I think that's a win, man. Called out Four Roses. It's pretty much a headshot on the bottle, you know, so pretty happy about that. Guys, we're going to end it here with some tunes, and cheers to the next one, man. We're going to keep it fun, keep it interesting, see if I can maybe, headshot another sample. Cheers, guys.
Jeff, just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say hello again. Oh, Jeffrey, you should just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say hello again. Oh, Jeffrey, you should just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you